Hello and welcome to the tutorial video for the play-along of the Flintstones theme song. I grew up watching the Flintstones all the time on TV, and I still remember on Planes, Trains, and Automobiles the scene where Steve Martin and John Candy are on a bus, and they're riding on the bus, and Steve Martin tries to get the group to sing Three Coins in a Fountain, which nobody knows. Maybe I should make a play along of that. And then John Candy starts everybody out singing Flintstones, and everybody sings along.
All right, who knows a tune here? Who wants to sing a tune? Who's got a song?
I got one.
You got one. Neil Page has got one.
3 coins in a fountain, each one seeking happiness. You know this, seeking happiness. Thrown by 3 hopeful lovers. No.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Tony family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a page right out of history. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba-dabba-doo time, a yabba-doo time, you'll have a gay old time.
So this is a song that was definitely a part of my growing up, and maybe was a part of your growing up as well. Now, the bad news is it's a really tricky song that has sort of a jazzy feel to it, and it's almost impossible to make a version that fits perfectly with what's going on in the song. So I've done my best, and I've tried to simplify it by finding the best key that I can. If you want to really play the real version, you're going to have to use the capo and use these chords up a little bit higher. But anyway, here it is nonetheless. So let's take a look first at the chords on GCEA ukulele. I'll be using my Kala SSLNG ukulele. It's a spruce top with laminate back and sides. It's really pretty, but it has a soprano body with a concert neck. So you kind of get the best things of the smaller, punchy sound with a neck that's a little more comfortable to play. Let's take a look at the chords that you'll need, and there are a bunch of them. So the first chord is the G chord. First finger goes on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Second finger goes on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Third finger goes on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, making a V shape, and that's your G chord. The next chord you'll need is the C chord. 3rd finger, 1st string, 3rd fret. The next chord you'll need is the D minor 7 chord. It's a good chord to know. It's used in all sorts of jazz. First finger goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Second finger goes on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Third finger goes on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then the trick is the pinky goes on the 1st string, 3rd fret, giving you the D minor 7. Kind of a cool sound. The next chord you'll need is the Hawaiian D7. First finger will go on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Second finger will go on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, with no other strings pressed down. That's the Hawaiian D7. By the way, that's called a Hawaiian D7 because there's actually no D in the chord, but our ear hears that D, and often it's provided somewhere else in the song as either we're singing it or it's being played. The next chord you'll need is the G7 chord. The first finger will go to the 2nd string, 1st fret. Second finger goes to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And the third finger goes to the 1st string, 2nd fret. That's your G7 chord. If you remember the D minor 7 chord that we learned already, now we're just going to play the D minor. You leave the pinky out. So first finger goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Second finger goes to the 4th string, 2nd fret. Third finger goes to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. That's D minor. The next chord, kind of ignore the final finger on the chart, but first finger goes on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Second finger goes on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Third finger goes on the 3rd string, 4th fret. I like playing E minor just like that. You can add the 4th finger on the 4th fret, but I don't. The next chord is the F chord. The first finger goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Next chord is the E7 chord. First finger goes on the 4th string, 1st fret. Second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Third finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. That's your E7 chord. The next chord you need is the A7 chord. First finger goes on the 3rd string, 1st fret. Next chord is the hardest chord ever. It's the A minor 7. No fingers at all, except for what you're strumming with. And the final chord you need is the F minor chord. First finger will go on the 4th string, 1st fret. Second finger goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret. And your pinky will reach down to the 1st string, 3rd fret. That's your F minor chord. For DGBE baritone ukulele, I'll be using my one and only baritone, my mainland, cedar top, rosewood back and sides ukulele. So the first chord you need is the G chord. 3rd finger, 1st string, 3rd fret. Second chord you'll need is the C chord. 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. The next chord you'll need is the D minor 7. You're going to want to bar strings 1 and 2 right at the 1st fret, and then reach over with the 2nd finger to play the 3rd string, 2nd fret. That's your D minor 7. Nice chord. The next chord you'll need is the D7 chord. 1st finger will go on the 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger will go on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. 3rd finger will go on the 1st string, 2nd fret. That's your D7 chord. The next chord you'll need is the G7 chord. 1st finger, 1st string, 1st fret. The next chord you'll need is the D minor chord. 1st finger goes on that 1st string, 1st fret, just like the G7. 2nd finger reaches over to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And 3rd finger goes to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. That's your D minor chord. The next chord is a 1-finger chord. It's the E minor chord. 2nd finger reaches over to the 4th string, 2nd fret. The next chord we'll do is the continuation of the D minor 7 through the F chord. So you'll cover strings 1 and 2 with your 1st finger. We go to partial bar chord there. The 2nd finger will reach over to string 3, fret 2, and the 3rd finger will reach over to string 4, fret 3. That's your F chord. The next chord you need is the E7 chord. 1st finger, 3rd string, 1st fret. The next chord you need is the A7 chord. Now for the A7 chord on the baritone ukulele, you're going to need to think about a capo and what a capo does. Capo is that long top part and a part underneath to support it, and it covers all 4 strings, allowing you to shorten the length of the scale but play shapes you already know to make playing in a different key easier. Well, that's basically the same thing you're doing when you do a bar chord. So you'll want to cover all of the 2nd fret with 1 finger. If you need to help out with your middle finger, you can, but it's suggested that you don't because eventually you're going to need to be able to do this without that. And then you will either, with your 2nd or 3rd finger, depending which one's open, play the 1st string, 3rd fret, and that's your A7 chord. Now their chord in the A family, the A minor 7, does not use a bar chord. The 1st finger will go on the 2nd string, 1st fret. The 2nd finger will go on the 4th string, 2nd fret. The 3rd finger will go on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then your 4th finger will go on the 1st string, 3rd fret, making the A minor 7 chord. And finally, the last chord lead is the F minor chord. And you're going to use the bar chord again. This time you're going to bar all of the 1st fret right above that metal fret. Then you're going to reach over with your 3rd finger and play the 4th string, 3rd fret. That's your F minor chord. As for strumming, honestly, I don't have a whole lot for you here. I've only got 2 suggestions for you. One is to simply play 1 down strum every time a chord is requested. Sort of like this. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a place right out of history. The other way that you could do it is you can just simply keep an up and down stroke going the entire time. So I'll show you. And by the way, this song works even better, I think, without the actual music going along with it. So if you write down the chords or see what the chords are, I think it works better that way, but I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family. From the town two ways to think about doing the Flintstones song, and quite honestly, I'll see if I can somehow manage to put this version up just so you can sing the verses yourself if you're interested. So thanks for watching the video. I hope it's been somewhat of a help. I wish I had more ideas for you for strumming or could show you how to do it in the original key, but it really gets wacky in those keys. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.